Hello YouTube fans, this is Gardening with Vincenzo. Hope everyone's doing well. As I'm walking around here looking at things, trying to figure out what's good, what's not, what did the critters plant, how many maples do I need to pull up because the whirlybirds have sprouted everywhere. We got a heavy rain last night again. I just happened to notice as I'm walking along here a baby, I believe it's a chestnut tree that has sprouted. And what I'm going to do, as I do with quite a few times, is I like to dig up some of the trees and plants that the critters plant for me, and I put them into pots. And so what I've done here is, I think that is a chestnut tree. It's a nut tree for sure. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig him up. I'm holding the camera here. He's nestled. They usually try to put them in the corners of things or along the edge. And the ground's soft. That's one of the benefits after a good rain. So I'm going to try and get him up and get all the root here. Since he's tiny, might be able to get him up. And so I'm going to just see how, go out about a couple inches around him. I see we got a worm here, a live one. Let's put him right in the bucket. There he goes. Put him in the bucket. Get on here. Should have a smaller root on this one. Sorry if that's a little shaky here. Trying to focus on what I'm doing and keep the tree in the viewfinder. And what I do is just go down and keep going until he lifts up. And the rest of this perennial will be there. Let's see if we can't get him up. There we go. I think we got him. And the ground's soft pretty far down. So I'm going to just try and get him out of there. And there he is. I'm going to pull off any of the other things that are with him. Just throw them right back into the hole that I just dug out of there. It'll fill in itself. So we'll separate this and see what we got. That's a little bit of clay soil down there on the bottom, so I'm going to try to save as much root as I can off of this. And I think there he is, right there. I'll move him out. And I believe that is a chestnut tree. So I'm going to take him. I brought a bucket with me, a pot that's already been moistened. And I'm going to stick him right into that pot and cover him up and give him his own little personal growing space. Shove everything back into the hole. It'll heal itself. And there we have it. He's in the pot. And I have a whole area that's designated for trees that have been dug up by myself and have survived. That way I make sure that the genetics is good. It's a long walk though. So I'm going to walk around. I'll let you see the progress here. I see I have some cucumbers that definitely will need harvested here. I don't want them to get too big, although the rain's been very helpful. I haven't had to water as much as I would water. I did get the opportunity to go in there and weed whack my overgrown hillside. I'm going to cover him with landscaping fabric and do some mulch on him. And now I'm going to cut through my steps garden. Everything's looking good. Got buds on the tomato plants. Come over here through my trellis, which I always enjoy. And here we have my designated spot with all the different trees that I've dug up. Fruit and nut trees is what they normally do. This is my grapevines are hanging. I also have my little bell here. And I'm going to place my pot that has him right in there. Although, since he has a nut on the end of him, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take him and put him in my greenhouse, or else the chipmunk will dig him up and eat the nut that's on the end of him. So maybe we'll just put him in there. I'll throw some mulch on the top of him so we don't have any untoward growth on anything. And this is just a normal occurrence here as I walk around. I'm always discovering something. I'll stick him right there and see how he does. Give him a shot right in the sunshine. While we're in here, here's some more of my celery here. Starting to get big. I grew from seed. That's my Utah tall. And I still have my strawberries all along here. That was probably too fast of a pan. I actually have some carrots that are in there too, some Nantes, some cinnamon basil, some portcullis, and I have my baby Moringa oleifera trees, which I'm happy. That's the immortality plant. Every part of this plant, this tree, is edible, and what people are promoting as a superfood, can't eat the roots, is the moringa plant tree. And this one happens to be an Indian dwarf moringa oleifera. And out of the several dozen that I tried to propagate, I had 6 that came up, which is good. And they're getting bigger in here. They like it right in here. It's hot. It's hot in India. It's hot in Africa. And this is a great house plant. You can see that they're growing. They're not super big, but one of these is going to go in my house. I'm going to probably gift some of these other ones to folks that I know that are other gardening gurus and enthusiasts. I'm always trying to nurture the desire, to get people interested in plants. It's a good thing, especially house plants. It gives you oxygen in the wintertime when everything's all sealed up. So just wanted to share that with you guys. I know that that's a nut tree. I think it's a nut tree, and he has a shape on the leaves there. I was afraid to break the root ball to see the nut. I would have been able to tell from that. All right, this is Gardening with Vincenzo with a short video. Give a shout out there to CJ's Keto Kitchen. Just reviewed one of her great recipes. Saw CJ, and just wanted to touch base. All right, everyone. You have a good day. Nice sunny day. Going to get hot this week. 85, 89. Going to get some humidity. That tropical feel to the area here in Middlesex Township, Valencia, PA, Zone 6A. All right, this is Gardening with Vincenzo. Remember, we can change this planet. We can save this planet 1 yard at a time, beginning with your own. Grow as a person, plant a garden. Sometimes the critters will plant one for you. You are what you eat, and fresh is always best. And fresh picked, it doesn't get any fresher than that. All right, good speaking with you. Thanks for spending some time. Be safe out there.